Hey everybody, it's Emerald Man 1994 here, and I have some big, huge news. There's a lot of rumors going around, as I said before, and supposedly, this rumor has been confirmed. There is this person that claims to be going to E3 and is prepared this speech and for Legend of Zelda Wii. And this person claims to be the speech giver and wrote the speech and actually sent a copy of the speech out. And I have the speech right here. It's all in German, but it's been translated to English, and I will give you some of the key points. And I'm sure, and I'm with 99.9%, I can say this is true, because with how elaborate these are, I'm positive this is true. So, the game's title is The Legend of Zelda. That's it. How grand, how awesome. It's just kind of like the start of something new, like a rebirth of The Legend of Zelda. If you think about it, Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, it's an awesome name, but The Legend of Zelda is more awesomer. I don't really know how to describe it. It just shows that this is the new Legend of Zelda, and this is gonna be the groundbreaking title. It fully represents The Legend of Zelda. No subtitle. I'm actually very happy about that. This game tells a story several hundred years before Ocarina of Time. And it also answers the question of how the Master Sword came into being. The fairy-like girl that we saw on Link's back is a very important character in the name. Her name is Zordiana. The Hookshot is in the game, and it has new abilities. It will not pull you immediately to your target that you aim at. Now it's possible to swing the Hookshot like the Grappling Hook from Wind Waker. The Hookshot makes no use of the Wii Motion Plus, so it doesn't really use the Wii Motion Plus capabilities. It doesn't need it. It helps you swing there, so that's cool. Sometimes you have to draw specific symbols on the door with your sword to open it. So just like on Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks, there's some doors. Usually I'd use a stylus, but now you point the screen and you draw a symbol. So that will make you some good puzzle, because now you need to find a picture somewhere and draw it. So that's aids to puzzles. I'm very happy about that. The bow and arrow control, is not like it was in Twilight Princess. It's difficulter is how I would say it. So now it's not like you point the screen and you press A to shoot or B to shoot or whatever. Now it's Wii Sports Resort style using the Wii Motion Plus. So you pull the nunchuck back and you point at the screen with the back of the Wii remote. Now I think this is awesome. If this can work fast and if you can point well and if it's very accurate, I'm going to be very surprised. I'm going to be so happy, because this will give the most realistic Legend of Zelda experience ever. With bow control like that, I will be very happy. I'm actually a little skeptic about this, because sometimes I gotta fire off rapid bow shots and I have to have precise controls. But I got that from Wii Sports Resort, and I'm sure it's going to be even better on Legend of Zelda Wii, so I'm really excited. The bow control has been really revamped. There are 2 levels of difficulty. Shigeru Miyamoto didn't want to have 2 levels. Because he's all about, just one level, making it simple. But there are 2 levels. There's normal mode for amateurs, and it also has the Super Guide in it. That's Nintendo's new thing for all their games. But then there's Hero mode, with no Super Guide and tough enemies. So it looks like that's where the veterans and the heroes, the true noblemen, are going to want to go. And that's me. I'm going there, because this game is going to be epic. The on-stage dungeon, which is going to be playable at E3, isn't the dungeon as we know it from the Legend of Zelda series. When going into a dungeon, you will not even notice you're in a dungeon. It won't be clearly labeled Forest Dungeon. It will be a smooth gradation into the dungeon. So one moment you'll be walking in grass, and it won't be inside a door, inside a cave, dungeon 1. No, you'll be walking, and you'll slightly notice. You won't even really notice you're in dungeon. You'll just see a boss eventually. There will be So basically, when entering a dungeon, yeah, you would not notice you're really in one. It'll be nice and smooth transition into the dungeon. There will be dungeons with no bosses and bosses with no dungeons, which is I think is more a laid back series. So it's not so conformed to how this series has always been. It's gonna be a little weird like that. Dungeons with no bosses. So after you finish a dungeon, you'll see a portal there, and you just go in. You get your Triforce piece or something. I don't know. We'll have to see how it works. But the dungeon you're in at E3, there will be a playable dungeon, which is at the ice level, and it will be the first dungeon in the game. So we found out a lot about the Legend of Zelda Wii. The person on the back is Zordiana, and she's the fairy-like girl. And the game will basically tell us the story of how the Master Sword came into being, and it will be several hundred years before Ocarina of Time. And the game is called The Legend of Zelda. How epic. This game is going to be freaking awesome and raw. Well, yeah. Well, that about wraps it up. Please rate, comment, share, and subscribe. It only takes a few clicks. And I will see you guys later. And until then, this is Emerald Man 1994 signing off.